Drop my clothes, now I'm ballin'. Girl, I'm tryna fuck right now, no time for stalling. I just gotta walk in closet to put them all in. My whip so close to the floor, you gotta fall in. I stopped wearing Levi's, now it's balmy. Every time you see me, I'm with the same game.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy STEEZO THE GOD. I'm coming guys with some more NBA 2K19 news. Yes, more NBA 2K19 news. Now, before I do get into all that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on post notifications. I am doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you do not miss on a chance of winning that. Now, first things first, I'm going to get into the shot meter improvements. It's not that much detail to go into, but like I said in my last video, layup meter is going to be in the game. And with that, each layup animation will have its own timing. Like the difference between a teardropper and a regular layup is going to be different. With that teardropper, it's going to be the timing on that teardropper is going to be determined if you are being contested or being closed out on, or if you going into the paint, you have to float that over the top of a defender that's sitting right there ready to contest your layup. Now, the second thing about the shot meters is there's going to be two shot meters in the game. One is the one from 2K18, and the other one is gonna be, it looks like a cross between 2K17 shot meter, where it's at the bottom of your feet, and a 2K15 2K16 shot meter, where it fills up and it meets in the middle to give you a green. That's really all on the shot meters. Now next is gonna be the interior defense. Now you guys know interior defense on 2K17 was crazy, because if you come into the paint, especially as a big man, if you and a big man is in the paint together and he does a simple move, not even a simple move, like he give you a little bump, and 2K will push your player out of bounds, like push your player out of position. You will lose all position of even being in the way to contest the shot or the layup. You know what I'm saying? With that, that's basically out of the game. And also, in high traffic areas, like say there's ball handler coming in, if he's coming into a high traffic area, high clustered paint, so to say, the bigs will not have the ability with that new steal system that I'm gonna go over later on in the video. The new steal system gives the center the ability to steal the ball when it is vulnerable or exposed. So anybody that's gonna come into the paint without the consent of that big man being down there and have that ability will probably get that ball ripped if it's exposed and the defender times it correctly. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, hint is going to be a hint detection to determine if you have an open layup or a contested layup. I think they had this in 2K17. I'm not really sure, but I think this along with this layup meter will kind of help with the missed layups and even missed dunks. I missed some dunks. I've seen people miss dunks in the paint, but I think that will really help in terms of that. Now, the next thing I'm going to go into is going to be skill to the one-on-ones. When I say that, I mean one-on-one situations. A guard versus their defender, no help. Basically like maybe a 5. I'm going to use 5 out as an example. Now, like I said in my last video, over dribbling this year, as we know it right now, is going to be the same. But if you guys are over dribbling or you're being locked up, your stamina will drain even faster. And when you are in that red and when you are blinking red, the ball will be more vulnerable to being stolen from you, no matter what you try to do. If somebody times your move and they steal the ball, it's gonna be cookies. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, automatic shot contest is gone. Defenders will now have to actively get a hand up, contest layups, contest jump shots. There's no more of that, no more 2K automatic contest, even though I never used it, and honestly in my opinion it was trash because they had a weak closeout. But that's gone out the game. Snatchbacks are gone as you know them from 2K18. Like I said in my last video, there is a way to do it in 2K19, but I think it's gonna be more of a natural, not like that OP. Oh, he snatches back and it's like it's a semi truck parking space right there. No, it's gonna be way different and way more and way less effective and OP. Now, blow bars. Blow bars are in the game, but they're going to be based off of matchups. Like I said in my last video, picture LeBron and picture Curry on LeBron. That's an easy blow bar. Know what I'm saying? If your player is not in the gym, it's curtains for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, two things about dribbling. 2K19 will be more responsive and fluid in terms of branching your combos together, which I like, because in 2K18, the difference between 2K17 and 2K18 dribbling, it was way harder to get your combos together because of, one, the walk-in size up that 2K just all of a sudden just kicks into gear, and because it just didn't feel fluid. It felt clunky, you know what I'm saying? And then the next thing is, in 2K19, you will have park exclusive dribble moves, similar to the ones that's in. If you guys ever played NBA Ballers, they had some clean dribble moves where you can do what basically was a park mode, but basically when 2K19 is gonna be exclusive to park modes, like playing park, playing blacktop, etc. And it's gonna be moves similar to like a nutmeg where you can throw the ball between the defender's leg. NBA Live has that in their game too. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not even gonna go into that. And wrapping the ball around the defender's head. Now that move was very overpowered in NBA Ballers. I hope 2K doesn't make that move exclusively overpowered, but that's all that's gonna be on dribbling and 1v1 situations. You know what I'm saying? And I know you guys gonna hear that page turning. Yes, your boy took notes. But next thing I'm gonna go into is the clipping. If you guys don't know what clipping is, that is when it's not funny, but it's funny, bro. It's when limbs, head, or the basketball morphs through your player's body. Like, for an example, if somebody does a momentum behind the back and it just seems like the ball went through your player's body, like went through his knee, and nothing happens, that's what clipping is. And with that, 2K says body contact are more natural. Arms react to contact more naturally. Like, say somebody does something and bumps your arm. If you have the ball, that ball is now loose. Especially if that you're crossing over, or you have that ball exposed in your offhand, that ball will be stolen. And as well as full body contact in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know paint in the paint was very sus in 2K18. I'm just gonna put that out there. Now, the next thing I'm gonna get into is gonna be the rebuilt stealing system. Now, first things first, successful steal opportunities are now governed by zone system based on vulnerability, meaning defenders can recognize prime steal opportunities when the ball is exposed and open body hesitations or unprotected post players. Now, with that being said, is if I'm in a post and I don't protect the ball against maybe a help defender, he can easily come over and take that ball or prod away, create a jump ball or some sort, or force me to quickly duck. If you're not smart enough, he will. If you don't quickly pass out of it, I mean, it will easily force a turnover. And then also what that means is, if you read defenders' tendencies and situations, you will be rewarded with the ball being stolen or poked free easily. That new stealing system sounds great, man. That new stealing system sounds very good, man. I hope they don't really change too much, but I really hope it doesn't be too OP to where you just, especially if you're locked down, you just come in that mug, just spam like it was in 2K17, which wasn't that bad, but at the same time, lockdowns, everybody knows they were probably the most aggravating build archetype, however you want to put it, on in 2K history outside of post scores. But we're not gonna go into that now. Excuse me. That's really much all on that. Now, the last thing I'm gonna get into is probably the thing I'm most excited about. Not mostly excited about, but one of the more exciting new features coming to 2K19, and that is the Takeover system, aka the Grand Bash from NBA 2K17, aka the On Fire system from NBA Jams. Those who play NBA Jam know exactly what I'm talking about. Now with the Takeover system, players of each archetype have unique ways to dominate in the game. For an example, playmakers can easily take over games by setting up teammates for easy buckets, and vice versa. Rim protectors can dramatically change the game by locking down the paint, blocking shots, etc., etc. Now, once your takeover is activated, players will unlock a new tier of special animations and badges aligned with that archetype, which we don't know what those are or what those can be, but the whole concept of it sounds real good, and it sounds like real promising right now. Now, it also multiple players can unlock their takeovers at the same time and activate it at the same time, which is gonna create chaos for a team. Imagine you have a paint protector on a team, a sharpshooter on the team, maybe a playmaker on that team, glass cleaners on that team. It's gonna unlock so many different things. You can easily get the ball out. It's gonna be better shooting, especially with the grand, like if it's same thing as the grand badge was for sharpshooters in 2K17, where they have a boost, which I think it is, because an example of playmakers getting theirs would be them having anchor breaker and diamond enhancement, which is the same thing as it was in 2K17. Like I said, I can't wait, man. All this news has really kind of got me more excited for 2K19, because 2K18 was a disappointment. It was very overhyped. But we're not gonna sit here and rant about 2K18. Now, the last thing I'm gonna say on the takeover system is, yes, it can be rewarding, but if you're not careful, your player can also find himself in cold situations. Now, with the cold situations, they're the same thing as they always been. Your player will get cold with inconsistency, him being scored on, him being blocked, stealed, or missing shots. Now, that can be countered over time, or you can help the process by calling a timeout. That will help it, but that won't easily get him out of his funk. He will have to make shots, play some good defense, block shot steals, get teammates open, make good passes, etc., etc. But man, like I said, I can't wait for 2K19, man. Everything seems promising. I hope you guys can't wait either. But that's really gonna wrap it up for this video right here, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, man, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. That's how you're gonna enter your way into this giveaway. For one, I'm gonna go into more details once we get closer to that 1K, once I really figure everything out. Like I said, 2 copies, NBA 2K19, PS4, and Xbox One. Now, that's it, man. That's all I got to say in this video, man. That's all the news that we have. The last thing we're really waiting on is archetypes. How the archetype system is gonna work, how this new takeover system is gonna work, how the badge is gonna work within that takeover system, and also the parks. I guess this last thing, one of the last things we're also waiting on, parks, how the playground is gonna officially look. I showed you guys a leak on that, and that's not yet to be confirmed still, so we're still waiting on that. It's just a whole lot of there's a whole lot of scatter going around with the whole 2K19 news coming out, with the new news from the guys that went out and played 2K19 the other night. They tested it out. They tested out the beta. Shout out to all them guys that went out there, man. But that's gonna be the end of the video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later.